What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Here with another video. Back at it. Got my chef coat on once again. Seems like I'm becoming a chef coat bandit. Yeah, but I'm on my way to work. I figured before I go in, I got some time, so just thought I might just pull over real quick. Couple feet away from work. Just pull over and do a video recording. Some thoughts was running through my mind as I was, on my way to work. And what I wanted to talk about real quick, a topic that I had in my head. There's a phrase, I never understood it. It's called, when people used to always say, don't throw the baby out with that bath water. I never truly understood what that phrase meant. I didn't understand that phrase in its entirety, the concept of that frame. But I'm driving on my way to work and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. It's a lot of things that's going on socially. It's always some drama going on in the black community. That's why as black people, we are so entertaining. The reason why we are so entertaining is because we're so emotional. We are emotional people. That's a beautiful thing now. That's a wonderful thing, but it can be, detrimental at times. It's like a strength of ours, but it's also a weakness. The fact that we're so emotional. And that's pretty much what I wanted to touch on. So with the phrase, don't throw the baby out with that bath water. I think I understand what that means now. And one of the realest quotes, I'm a poet. I always say this, I'm a poet by nature. I do a lot of writing. And actually, I've been selfish. I've been selfish with a lot of my poetry. I've been writing poetry for years. I've written so much material. And I don't really share it as much. I mean, I released 2 self-published books. But I'm not really big on sharing stuff, and that's selfish, and that's something that I am trying to change, but I bring that up because, I don't quote a lot, but one of the realest quotes that I ever heard, the realest statements that I ever heard was from Marlon Wayans, actually. Marlon Wayans from the Wayans Brothers. I remember I was checking out YouTube. I don't even know. It was just a random video, and I heard him on an interview, and he mentioned Marlon Wayans. He mentioned that he said, and I'm paraphrasing the quote, but he was like, people are like food. People are like food when you inhale their essence, something like that. He said, when you inhale their essence, your body absorbs the nutrients. That's the good in people, and it disposes of the waste, the rest of it, And I thought, that quote is just so powerful. It's so powerful because I get it. I believe they was talking about Bill Cosby. It was a Bill Cosby or the R. Kelly situation. And that quote, oh my God, that's just so powerful. That's so powerful is because our mindset, when we look at people, we embrace the good. It can be good, the good essence, the good nature of people. Yet the moment somebody make one mistake, all of a sudden we want to get rid of them. We want to cancel them. We want to give up on them. And it's like you can't do that. Everything in life has its good and has its bad. But you have to learn how to compartmentalize. That's one of my favorite words, compartmentalize. And basically what that is, that's the ability to process things on different dimensions. It's the ability to process things on different planes and different levels. Meaning, if I have a job, if I hate my job, I'm not just gonna come to work and just, I'm gonna be lazy. I ain't gonna do this. I'm not gonna take care of my responsibilities. No, I'm gonna come to work. I'm gonna do my job at the best of my ability. But at the same time, in a whole different lane, I'm gonna work towards being towards a I'm gonna work towards achieving. Pardon me for a minute as I stumble just thinking of the words. Towards achieving my goal of being an entrepreneur, So I'm gonna go to work, and I'm not gonna let this job affect me. If I'm a hard worker, even though I work for you, I'm a representative. I represent myself. So I'm not going, if I work, I'm going to give you 100% because it's not for you. It's for me. You get what I'm saying? Some people will go to work and they, I don't give a damn. I don't give that's letting the job get to you. You get what I'm saying? Go to work, take care of your responsibilities, but at the same time, now if you go to work and you ain't making goals or you ain't making plans, you ain't making plans to escape, then it's all for nothing. But if you go to work and you say, well, you know what? I'm working on a plan to get the hell up out of here. That's when you truly achieve victory. So, and I'm sorry, pardon me, sometimes the way my mind works, I can veer off in a different subject and come back to the same topic, but yeah, that's the word compartmentalize. And us as black people in general, but I'm focusing on my people, we do a bad job of compartmentalizing. If we can incorporate that word in our vocabulary and the meaning of that, the essence of that word, we would advance so much, but we don't know how to compartmentalize. And that's basically the ability to process two different entities, and this relates to the topic at hand because we don't even know how to compartmentalize with our own heroes and leaders. We think that, let's take R. Kelly, for example, and people, it seems like a taboo subject. People act like you can't give R. Kelly a compliment without, oh, no, I'm going to cancel you. Hell no, I'm not like that. I would never be like that. You get what I'm saying? I'm one individual that I stand on my principles, and I'm not easily swayed by nobody. Not easily swayed by nobody. People will say, put your money where your mouth is. I'm one of the individuals, well, yeah, I put my money where my mouth is, and if I have to go sit in a cage somewhere, or if I have to be shamed, or if I deal with the consequences. That's the type of individual I am. But I'm never gonna be fake. I'm never gonna, I have my flaws and things like that, and it ain't even about me. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh no, R. Kelly ain't talented, or I ain't gonna never listen to his music. That's a goddamn lie. You get what I'm saying? That's a goddamn lie. People grew up on R. Kelly. They grew up on Bill Cosby. So you can't just cancel that part of your life and act like it never exists. That's like if you was a drug dealer. Let's say Jay-Z. Majority of these rappers, you get what I'm saying? Before they got into the game, they did a lot of foul stuff. You get what I'm saying? Or I'm pretty sure stuff that they didn't even agree with. Every single human being, every single person. If you go back to, what you did when you was a teenager, I'm pretty sure you don't condone or you don't approve of the stuff that you did. You get what I'm saying? You don't approve of it, but yet you grow and you evolve. And you can't deny your past. You can't deny your past. Yes, that was you who sold drugs. Yeah, that was you who made the robbery and did that. But you can say, well, you know what? I've evolved. I'm a better person now, And I feel like that's how it is when it comes to celebrities. I'm not going to deny that R. Kelly isn't a great artist, or I never listened to his music, or I still don't listen to his music. No, people grew up to his music. Some people was born, off of his music. Just like Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was always, one of our leaders and representatives. You can't just throw him away just because of a segment or something that they did, a dark side to him. You can't just abandon a person's light just because of their darkness. No, you have to be able to process and separate the two. And that's why that statement by Marlon Wayans was so powerful, because when you eat something, you eat a steak, your body absorbs the nutrients. you know, and it process it. You digest it. The whole process of digesting it, you're digesting the essence of the nutrients, those vital proteins and the things that your body need. The rest of it, nah, this is BS. You dispose of it. You know, you dispose of it. So yeah, you know, so that's what I feel like. If we take that approach to people, we take that approach to situations, you know, we would be in a much better place. And cancel culture to me has always existed. You know, people say, oh, it's a new thing. No, it has always existed. It's just that nowadays it's been magnified through the advent and through the lens of social media platforms and things like that. But cancel culture has always existed. You know, it has always existed in my mind. You know, it's just that now it's been ratcheted up. You know, and part of the reason for this topic is like, there's a young man that's going around right now, Kwame Brown. You know, he's giving folks the business. He's giving people the business. He's talking about everybody, and I actually agree with him. I'm on his side. I guess they used to pick on him, call him a bus and things like that. But you know, he's kind of going at it, you know, to a lot of people, and we're like, the space is so bad right now. You know, the space that we're in as a society, as black folks, is so bad right now. It's because it's like you have to choose a side. and it ain't there's nuances to it. It ain't that complicated. You know, it's not that complicated. Pardon me for a second. Okay, I got a few more time to spend with y'all, you know. But yeah, it's not that complicated, man. And it's like, I'm gonna call some guys out for example. I'm gonna take Charlemagne the God. So Charlemagne, right? That's somebody where when you listen to him sometimes, you know, he gets on your nerve. You know, sometimes he's a little playful, sometimes he's hypocritical, you know, and contradicting, you know, and sometimes he's a little biased, you know. But when you listen to him, sometimes that brother is speaking facts, and you have to be able to process it, appreciate him for the good thing, the good that he do. You know, he does, like on that Breakfast Club platform. You know, I'm more of a conscious-minded individual. You get what I'm saying? But we are multifaceted as people. You get what I'm saying? You have your good days, you have your bad days. You know, you ain't always, just because you a conscious person or you a positive person, you ain't always gonna be in a positive mood. You get what I'm saying? Just sometimes you just want to eat out. You know, you might cook every single day, but sometimes you want a different taste in food. You get what? Sometimes you just want to go out and have fun. I'm not a club type of person, but every once in a blue moon, you know, let me just go and just absorb, be like a fly on the wall, you know? So yeah, you know, like we are different, you know, as people. Like I hate when people put other people in a box and make it seem like, oh, you're quiet, so that means you can try me because I'm quiet. No, you know, no, it don't work like that. Or you talk too much, you know. Just because this person has a certain label, it has to stick. That means that person can't evolve. You know, this person is deemed to be ignorant or violent. That person can't evolve. And we're just so narrow-minded, man. We're so narrow-minded as a people. You know, and we have to expand. You know, we have to expand, and part of that is just accepting people. You know, just looking at people as a whole, the good and the bad, and don't allow the bad to influence you to throw them away. Just like don't allow the good to make you think that, okay, this person is perfect and this person doesn't make mistakes. It has to be a balanced approach. At the end of the day, me as an individual, my whole essence revolves. I was just having a conversation with somebody the other day. Conversation was about balance. Balance is the essence of every single thing. If you was to do a DNA test on the universe, the results will come back and it'll be like, hey, Universe, balance, you are the father. Balance is the structure of everything. Everything incorporates balance, from religion to science to everything. Use the principle of balance. And you can use balance, and incorporate that in your daily life. When we see people, you have to be balanced about it. You can't just judge people based on their flaws or based on their strength and their weaknesses. You have to be able to have that mindset to say, hey, this person is flawed, or you know what, but their flaws don't necessarily define them. You get what I'm saying? Or their strength doesn't necessarily define them. They can't be defined by both. You just have to play the situation however it comes. Somebody make a mistake, somebody who you deem to be, who might be your hero, make a mistake, can't just throw them away. You just have to accept, hey, that person also make mistakes. And someone who is a low life or who's at the bottom of the map, if they ever make some aspirations to try to climb up, you can't say, well, no, this person is always, no, you can't judge them like that. Just have to say, well, hey, this person has evolved. So that was pretty much the nature of the conversation, the nature of the conversation. And I go back to that phrase that I started off with: don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. That means is that, hey, Charlemagne the God, I think some his past has been coming up, as far as some things he said in the past, and some allegations. I don't want to get too much into that because I don't know that situation. Don't know that situation. Nobody knows. But at the same time, just speaking on him as a personality, as a radio personality, he has the good and he has the bad. You get what I'm saying? But you can't throw him out because he make a mistake. And I ain't talking about that situation. I'm just talking about the mistakes he make on radio. I ain't talking about his old personal situation. Don't know about that. Just like another guy, another character, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, to me, he's one of those type of guys where he talks so loud. He's very loud, and he has the type of personality where he like to dominate a conversation, And to me, this is a whole nother thing. I think Stephen A. is an intellectual bully. He tries to intimidate people with big words and things like that. And it's like, bro, shut up. You get what I'm saying? Far often, I've seen him in interviews, where he knows he's a wonderful orator. He knows how to talk. He knows how to communicate. That's a strength of his. He might be faced with somebody, debating somebody who that's not their skill. However, the person who he is debating is actually making a fair point, is making a better point, but they don't have that ability to express themselves. They don't have the composure. They don't have the vocabulary to execute what it is that they're trying to say. He does. And what he's talking about is bullshit and nonsense. However, it comes off as though he's dominating the conversation, even though the other person is actually making more sense, but they just don't know how to express themselves. That's the type of things that happen to Stephen A. He's debating athletes, And Stephen A., to me, he's a damn company man. He likes to act like he's big and bad, But at the end of the day, no, bro, you just a company man. Because you can't, when he's in a corner, he's always going to go with the institution. He's always going to go with the corporation. I see him pick on Kyrie Irving a lot. I wish I was on that show. He picks on Kyrie Irving a whole lot. And it's like his perspective is always to say, okay, I'm going to side with the league. I'm going to side with this because he works for ESPN. He works for ABC, Disney company, He's always going to side with the corporation. So therefore, you're biased. You get what I'm saying? Therefore, you can't express yourself. You come across like you can say what you want to say and you can do it. Like, no, you're a company man at the end of the day. So sit your ass down somewhere. But with that said, there's times when I listen to Stephen A. and yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him 100%. I agree with him 1,000%. And that is the ability to compartmentalize. And that is something that I would like to, that's the message. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of these YouTube videos, I do aspire, I'm starting to do the YouTube thing right now. And one thing that I want to do on my channel actually have a movement, Word Fencing. That's the name of the company, the name of the organization. It's a social media entity. You know, we're coming. We got our website, and we're trying to expand right now, do a little bit more thing and branch out, use other social media platforms as a vehicle. But one of the things that I aim to do is don't just make videos just to make videos. Make videos with substance. Because there ain't gonna be no YouTube warriors, you know what I'm saying? See me out here in these streets, you get what I'm saying? And I do try to be a person of character, you know. So in day-to-day, life-to-life situations that you encounter, try to make a difference. Try to be the best person that you can be, and not just somebody who's just on YouTube who has a very eloquent skill of talking and expressing themselves and just making points, but yet in life you're an asshole, you know. And I don't want that. You get what I'm saying? In my day-to-day life, I try to be the best person I could be. Sometimes you fall short, but you always try to rise to the occasion. So one thing that I want to do with my channel, with this whole Word Fencing thing, I want to have like substance, a message that somebody can take and they can apply that message and they can enhance their ability to be a better person, you know. And the message in this topic, the message of today, is the word compartmentalize, balance. Have that ability to be balanced and to compartmentalize, you know, and to see things for what it is that they're worth. That's the message. That's the message. Because I guarantee you, if you take that balance approach in your day-to-day operation of life, it will make you a far better person. And not only that, but you would even learn how to deal with people more. You would be more forgiving, because you wouldn't just judge people based on their worst. And you wouldn't praise them at their very, you would praise them, you get what I'm saying, but you wouldn't necessarily define them as being perfect, you know, because no, we are imperfect beings. We're imperfect beings. We were designed to be imperfect. We were designed to be imperfect. And it's like people charge you for being imperfect. And it's like, well, damn, that's how God made me. And people will use God to judge you for your imperfection when God is the same entity that made you imperfect. And it's like, no, I'm supposed to be flawed, you know. I'm supposed to have emotions. I'm supposed to cry. I'm supposed to be down. I'm supposed to fall. Now you get back up, you get what I'm saying? But we have flaws and we judge each other's off of our flaws every single day. And it's nothing wrong with judging. Yes, it's nothing wrong with judging, because it's human nature. However, the key is, you know what? If you're going to judge somebody, and if you're going to speak to someone and say, hey, you did this, you made this mistake, you made this mistake, don't let that define you. Don't stable that person. You know, staple that person with, hey, you know what, this person is this, and I'm never going to see this, I'm never going to do this, you know, I'm going to cut this person off. Don't do that. You get what I'm saying? Give that person the chance. If someone made a mistake, hey, you made this mistake. Let it be known. You can talk about it, but don't sit that person in the corner, lock them off in jail, and, you know, cut them off, cancel them. No, you can't do that. You have to have a balance in mindset. Everything in moderation. Even moderation in moderation. You know, everything must be achieved in moderation. So that's the message of the day. The message of the day, as black people, we have to learn how to navigate life through circumstances. Treat each circumstances like they're their own, you know, and take a balancing approach. Look up the word compartmentalize. Incorporate that in your vocabulary. Compartmentalize. That's the ability, compartmentalization. That's the ability to process things on multiple, to multitask. Ability to basically multitask. Do different things at once. So that means if you playing basketball, you have a game and you get blown out by 30 points. The next day, you know, you can't all be so down. It's like, oh my God, we not better than this team. If you play the team again, guess what? If you have it on your mind, damn, we can't beat them. No, you're gonna lose. No, you got blown out. You have to compartmentalize that. Hey, that was that game. This game, we gonna bust their ass. We gonna beat them. So it helps you out in so many different levels. Even in your relationships. With your significant other, people have flaws. You have to learn how to measure that. Balance their flaws with their strength. And don't define them by their balance. Don't define them by their weakness. Or their strength. Just know, hey, you know what? People are imperfect, and you treat each circumstance as different. And we have to do that to our celebrities. Our celebrities, don't worship your celebrities too. That's one thing that we do. We worship our celebrities so much that when we invest too much in their stock. That's the one thing that we do that I don't like. When it comes to our celebrities and these personalities, we invest in them so much that it's like when they do something, oh my God, my favorite celebrity did this. Beyonce said that. Oh my God, I can't believe. Now, you so like, no, don't worship people like that. You can honor them. You get what I'm saying? You can honor them, but at the same time, these are humans. No different from me, no different from you. So don't invest too much stock into a celebrity, because they're humans as well, with strength and with flaws. So that's the message. Don't lose sight of the message. That's one thing I plan on doing with not only my personal channel, Mass Poetry, but also the Word Fencing movement, is to kick knowledge, but also have a message in the day. So just signing off. Got my chef coat on. Should have had my word fencing shirt. So I'm just signing off. You guys have a good one. Let your light shine. I'm out.